extend to you a very warm welcome on behalf of Sri Shankaracharya Professional University, who has clubbed all of us for a seminar on Internet of Things for Beginners. I welcome our chief guest, Ms. Vibha Soni ma'am, author of IoT for Beginners and author of many books. I also welcome our Registrar Sir, Shri P.K. Mishra Sir, Deputy Registrar Shri Vedantam Sir, our Academic Coordinator Dr. Shilpi Ma'am, Dr. Sandeep Shrivastava Sir, and last Mr. Manish Sahu Sir, Head of Computer Science and Engineering. I would like to request Mr. Manish Sahu Sir to present a bouquet to Vibha Soni Ma'am. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am. I request Shri P.K. Mishra sir to please come and address our student.
Thank you, Dr. Preeti. Respected Vibha ma'am, Mr. Manish Sahu, Preeti Tiwari, Richard Shukla, Anupma Singh, and all other faculties of the department, our deputy registrar, Mr. Vinay Kamran, and students. I take this opportunity for congratulating the computer science department of the university to conduct such a nice informative seminar which is on IoT, Internet of Things, for the benefit of the students. Madam Soni is, she is one of the experts in the field. She will be informing us about the latest trends in the IoT field. You see, you people are from computer science department, and the entire world as on is running with computer-based applications. Maybe it is a mobile, or a PC, or a laptop, or so many smart watches are also coming in the market. So all these applications are based on computer science. And internet is a facility which has come of late for last 15-20 years. And the internet itself has brought a revolution in the field of computer science. Now, Internet of Things, what are the applications which are based on internet functioning? Nowadays, during Corona time, most of the teaching was online. This is one of the major applications of Internet of Things. Your gadgets, electronic gadgets, they're all live example of IoT. And in advanced countries now, even now in our country also, if you want to put your switch off, you can do through your mobile. You can program it, and you can see that your TV can be put on or put off, your AC can be put on or put off. Similarly, you must have seen the electronic keys of the cars. You can put it on or put it off. So wherever there is an application of internet, as a layman I would say that it is IoT, because internet is involved. If the message is coming and going either by email or now WhatsApp application is there, all these applications are running on internet only. In fact, the internet calls, they are all based on internet. So WhatsApp, if you are using WhatsApp call, or if you are sending WhatsApp message, if you are preparing a video and sending it, they're all through internet. So application of internet has become very vast, and a person in the present world cannot do without internet. A person sitting here in Bhilai can contact his counterpart anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world, maybe USA, UK or New Zealand, Australia, within fraction of seconds, with lightning speed, your communication is established and you are able to, perform the communication. Recently, one of the webinars was conducted, international seminar was there, where our university was also one of the participants. That has created a world record in the Golden Book of World Records. Therefore, yesterday only there was a program in our auditorium, and some of the students had participated. So we made this world record because of internet only, because webinar was conducted on webinar platform. Now OTT platforms, you must have seen that now people are enjoying movies on OTT platforms. So whatever they want to see, they can see. They need not see all the material which is put on TV program. So there is a choice left to us. So in my opinion, Internet of Things is a very important thing, having a wide application, and in times to come, this field is going to, will have a more application, and that will make the life easy for all of us. You must have heard about machine learning, artificial intelligence. These are the terms which when we were studying in college or a few years back, we were not knowing what is artificial intelligence, what is machine learning, what is robotics. All these fields, are new and they are coming up very fast. Some of the countries have made human robots. They can perform all the functions of a human being, except that it does not have emotions. But they can do all. So you must have seen some of the movies, where clones are prepared. So things are going very fast. So in this fast-moving world, every one of us should be abreast of the IoT application. Madam Vibha Soni is there. She will be enlightening us about the IoT application, and this seminar will be very useful for all of us. Those students who are BTech computer science, they should take the advantage of this seminar. I once again congratulate the department for conducting such a nice program on IoT. I compliment one and all, right from Mr. Manish Sahu to Mr. Sandeep Singh, for taking pains, and for all the students who are present here. Though the attendance appears to be quite less, we should expect more attendance in such type of programs, because this is an opportunity for learning, and learning and efforts of learning never go waste. So I would expect more students to participate, so that the university is encouraged in conducting more and more such type of programs in future. Now you will be eager to hear other experts in the field. With this, I conclude that Please take advantage of the seminars, and the department should also conduct such type of programs in future for the benefit of the students. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I would like to request Mr. Vinay Pitambar, sir, our Deputy Registrar, to please come and address our students.
The chief guest of the occasion, speaker, Madam Vibha Soni, Honorable Registrar Sir, Shri D.K. Mishra ji, Head of the Department, Shri Manish Sahu, Controller of our Examinations, Dr. Sandeep Srivastav, Dean Academics, Dr. Shilpi Devangan, all the teachers, and my dear students. After this, a big gap of Corona and all these things which is going around us, finally the department has conducted a seminar on Internet of Things, which is one of the hottest topic in your relevant field. And when an industry expert visits the university campus to address you, that is an opportunity for each and every student to grab the knowledge that they will be sharing to you, in fact. You won't be getting a second opportunity. These opportunities come very rare. I appreciate the effort taken by the department, and it completes when maximum people attend these kind of seminars. I just want to share a small story, and I'll just send it up because we have the resource person here who is the subject expert, because I'm not the one from the subject. Which is the fastest running animal in this world? Anyone? Anyone?
Cheetah.
Cheetah. What is its prey? In general? Deer. Okay. So there was one occasion in the jungle. What happened? This entire episode was going on, and the fastest running animal, cheetah, was chasing a deer, and he saw that the deer is running faster. Okay. Now this gentleman cheetah got a bit confused. Oh my God. How is it possible? God has created me and He's made me the most fastest running animal in this world. How could a deer be running faster than me? So he immediately stopped chasing the deer, and he said, I asked the deer, wait, buddy, I'm not going to eat you. Wait for some time. I just want to ask you one question. How come you are running faster than me? The deer replied, if you spare my life, I can answer. So cheetah said, okay, I spare your life. Deer said, you were running for food. I was running for life. And the one who is running for life will be running always faster. So my dear students, make sure you run for your life, because these 3, 4 years, 5 years that you have in your life, this won't come back. And people like Madam Vibha Soni won't be always coming to us, though like she has given us precious time today. Not always, they are not always available. So make sure to grab these opportunities, run for your life, and try to acquire as much as you can. And with these words, I end up, and I really thank Madam Vibha Soni to be here and all the students. And again, I wish the entire department for conducting this kind of activities, and I'm sure these kind of activities will be repeated, which will benefit all the students and us also. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I request all the dignitaries to please, this is the time for tea break, so please come and take tea. The globalization of the world's economy is a major challenge to local industry and it is pushing the IT sector to its next transformation. In order to become more competitive, IT sector needs to embrace emerging technologies such as IoT, cybersecurity, data science, and many more are there. So to improve their efficiency and productivity, so to know more about IoT, I would like to call Mrs. Vibha Soni ma'am to share some knowledge and address our students.
Yeah, I have written on this year 3 books and earlier 2 books. That is not total 5 books. And before that, as a content development 5 years. No, sir. I'm doing freelancing last 4 to 5 years. And yes, sir, I have.
You used to read more often.
Yeah, no, sir. Earlier I was teaching. Now here is like so before that computer science is a completely completely.
Just is. Ma'am, pen drive.
Yes, sir. And then the folder is a 1905.
You have your
Yeah.
It seems like it's quite
Very simple one. I actually write it as a name. I think it was writing itself is similar to everyone. This book writing is mostly so I had to get it on one shot. And I explained it is simple steps. That even easily writes the steps how to write it. That is how the strategy fast writing.
पूरा बैनर लिखते हो पीछे से सीधा भी नहीं बच्चे भी लिखे बंद किया चालू छोड़ के मुझे बोल रहा था नहीं उसको बस ऐसा हल्का घुमा देना उस तरफ घुमा सब दिखे मैंने रहा सब पूछो को पूरा भरा हुआ
So this freelance, how many such freelancers are?
So actually, whatever I am doing, it's even my family was understand that actually what I am doing is freelancing. I am free and I choose the company where with whom I want to work. Yeah. And I work in job and the other
Just this can.
Maybe this few days like the
उसको बंद मत करो, ये दिख रहा है ना अपना सेमिनार का।
पानी पिएगा तो बता। बंद रखो ना उसको।
सर हमें नहीं चाहिए सर अब तो सुबह से आया था मैं।
क्या बोले?
हमें चाहिए
तू थक गई आज तेरे दुनिया को थक गए। एमसीए को और सीनियर सीनियर तो टेक्निकल सीनियर तो आप ही बोले पहला एडिशन यूनिवर्स का तो सीनियर तो यही है
बस टेक्निकल सीनियर।
डिग्री का क्या मतलब?
सर जो टीचर हमारे साथ है वो टीचर कौन है?
वो बाकी भी
तो सीनियर लोग कैसे है
देखने के ना प्रेजेंटेशन
सुनो ना, दो लोग आओ तो जल्दी आओ। दो सेम पानी की बोतल वहाँ ले आओ और जल्दी आओ। ये दो चेयर को हाँ, ले आओ चेयर।
ठीक है
चेयर उधर ही ले आओ।
चेन बंद करा बस।
जो भरा है दो यहाँ दो टेबल ऐसे भाई इसको ऐसे
अरे एक चेयर पकड़ो।
देखना वो क्लास में कैसे करते हो हम लोग बच्चे तो टीचर छात्र नहीं थे ऑनलाइन बर्बाद कर दिए ऐसे पकड़ और बल्कि साइड इसको ना इस तरफ करना है ये वाले टेबल को ले आकर किनारे वो लैपटॉप पर ही रहने दो टेबल
ये सेट है ना स्क्रीन पे, इसको नहीं छूते।
हाँ उसको नहीं छूते सिर्फ ये टेबल और ये चेयर को इधर रखना है ऐसे चलता है
क्या कर रहा है?
मैं जॉइन करके रख दूंगी एक साथ
भाई मैं रो देता है सोता है अभी मान बैन का था पता मैं बैन पता नहीं चेहरा देखता है इसमें जा रहा है कर देते हैं
ये नहीं घूमता है ना?
नहीं इसी को उठा दे।
ये इसको घुमा देना। अच्छा फिट कर दिए पीछे।
अभी इसको पीछे कर।
इसको ऐसे ही करना।
बैनर की साइड करके
सब चेंज हो गया।
ये तो चलाएंगे ना।
अभी नहीं करने बोला ना, जब मैम नहीं करती थी अभी बैनर की साइड कर दो।
तो कर दो भाई। अबे दोनों दिख जाएगा ना भाई, तो पीछे कर दे थोड़ा।
बस शाबाश लड़के।
100 रुपया।
गाली नहीं दूंगा, लाइव चल रहा है।
बैठे थे यार
क्या करे,
लाइव वाले गाली
बाद में आते हैं ना लोग।
सुनना नहीं।
हाँ
चल रहा है,
हम लोग की बातें
हम थोड़ी करेंगे।
बंद ही करने बोले ना।
हेलो जूनियर्स।
अबे लाइव चल रहा है।
कमेंट कर। मैम हम लोग सब जुड़े हैं भाई।
चलाते
मम्मी अमन नाम है इसका, यही
अमन जैन
अमर
BCA थर्ड सेम।
हैप्पी बर्थडे भाई।
हैप्पी बर्थडे इसका।
अरे थैंक यू
हैप्पी बर्थडे
अमन हैप्पी बर्थडे भाई, सामने
थैंक
आना।
यू। मैं आता हूँ सामने। हेलो।
इसी अभी दिख रही है। घर जाना भी यही था।
एक बार ज्वाइन करके देख कैसा दिख रहा है, क्या दिख रहा है।
वो तो सामने वैसे दिख रहा है भाई।
मैं हेलो करता हूँ। कौन कौन है वो भी तो देख। हेलो अभी ब्रेक टाइम चल रहा है। अभी आ रहा है। कॉन्करेंट व्यूअर 16।
अभी बर्थडे
ठीक है।
अभी तुम नहीं सकते। पंजाब में 500 रुपए चल रहे।
अभी बात लेंगे यार 500 रुपए। छोड़ दिया मतलब नहीं चाहिए।
मैम को बोलता
छोड़ दिया मतलब नहीं चाहिए होगा।
मैम बोलता मैम आपको ही कहते हैं।
माफ कर दो। हजार है। उनको भी सेम चीज। चलना भाई चाय पी के आएंगे। चलना चाय पी
अरे
सीधे बैठ जाओ, मैं कंटिन्यू बाकी सीधे बैठो, सिट प्रॉपरली।
यहाँ पे आओ ना, इसको बराबर सेट कर। इसको बराबर सेट करना, जो कंटिन्यू चलेगा ना प्रॉपर उसमें रहना चाहिए। ठीक है, देखना। मैडम को भी दिखाना पड़ेगा। हाँ सर बोले थे मैडम को भी बहुत आएगा। पहले इसका सेट करा होता है और अंदर में तो इसको पीछे की पढ़ाया अभी तो इसका टाइम से दिखेगी ना मैडम। हाँ वही तो लेट हो जाता है ना। अच्छा एक सेकंड। बीच में रहने दो, राइट साइड मेरा
First of all, thank you everyone for inviting me. Thank you sir, madam for inviting me and giving me an opportunity. Am I audible or not? Do I need? Okay, yeah. Do I need a speaker? No? Okay. For giving me an opportunity and the platform to share my knowledge and experience and the expertise with you. So, Before starting, let me introduce myself brief about. I'm Vibha Soni, and by degree I'm a software engineer, and I'm well qualified writer and the author. In the last few years, I have been doing freelancing and working with the companies to provide the technical content writing and the marketing services. In the last few years, I have acquired the good knowledge of the book writing and the academics and the freelancing. And those inspirations gave me to start my own business setup. So in the next few years, I'll start on the same. And recently, I have written the book IoT, Internet of Things, and I got an opportunity to share those experiences and how it happened with you. So this is about me, and in the next 40 to 45 minutes, I'll share the basic concepts. Rather than going in depth, I'll share the basic concepts because you are already using it, but you are not aware about, and even our curriculum is also not using this technology. So I want to introduce this topic. So let's start session. Okay. Before starting the session, let me ask one question. How many of you are using smartwatches, fitness tracker, or smart home, or smart speaker, Alexa, Cortana? Are you using? So these are already the examples of the IoT, and these are the common examples and the devices that you are using it. But have you ever thought that means how these have been developed and designed? These are the outcomes of the technology, and the main technology is the IoT, Internet of Things. In the next 45 minutes, I'll discuss only that how it comes, the existence, why do you need the technology, and what are the different application area, and which other technologies are supporting this technology to give the different devices and the projects and making our life easy, not only in the personal but in the professional space itself. So these are the fundamentals, and we should have to know about it because we are already using it in our personal and the professional space. So first let's understand what is IoT. You already know about its full form, Internet of Things. Internet of Things is a technology that connects the different systems, devices, and the network systems, objects through the internet to establish communication and the data sharing. That's why I said it's a technology, and the main purpose to share data and to establish communication between the two devices and between a human being and the devices. So the main objective is data communication, data sharing. So that's why it is called the IoT, Internet of Things. Do you know why do we use internet? What is the use of internet? What does internet? It's established communication. So Internet of Things has the three main elements. You can see the definition, and this definition is written by me. IoT is a digital connection of devices and objects that are embedded with the internet sensor intelligence for establishing communication with people or other IoT objects. I have highlighted the three elements: internet, sensor, and intelligence. The IoT is actually the collision of these three words: internet, sensor, and intelligence. And these three elements are establishing its base. That is, do you know that every building and everything has some cornerstones, and without those cornerstones, we can't make that thing or that object The same way, the IoT has the three core elements, we can say three core elements, three cornerstones, the three basic concepts that are the internet, sensor and intelligence. And the name itself is saying everything. The internet. Internet, that means we use it to establish communication, to exchange the data, to connect with anyone. The first, sensors. Sensors, that means you have to acquire the real data, you have to perform some kind of sensing to perform something. So we need a device, we need some objects, that is sensor. Intelligence. Intelligence means automation. You have to do everything to automate everything without human intervention. And when we combine the meaning of all these three words, then it brings IoT devices. So IoT is a technology, and when we use this technology to develop any device, then it becomes the IoT devices that perform data communication, automation and other intelligence services without human being. Have you ever thought that you heard the word smart watches, smart speaker, smart home, smart city? What's the meaning of that smart? That smart comes from the intelligence. That's why IoT has the three elements: internet, sensor and the intelligence. You have to automate the data, you have to automate the process and you have to communicate without human intervention. And let me example of the fitness tracker. I think most of you are already using it, fitness tracker or the Alexa. Alexa, I think in the house we are using it. Alexa has an embedded sensor that acquire and that sends the real data, and that is unstructured. After acquiring the data, it performs particular task. So they need human intervention? No. We are controlling it with our own devices, with using our smartphone or something else. So this is, and to use smart speaker like Alexa, we need internet. So these three elements are helping us to get the device and make it easy everything. So this is the basic concept of the IoT. So in simple words, if you want to explain what is the IoT, you can say IoT is a technology to connect different objects, systems and networks to establish communication with the help of internet and the sensor. This is the simplest definition of the IoT. And it's not necessary that only experts have explained the definition or the meaning of IoT. Till date, various standard organizations like IEEE, Oxford Dictionary, business experts, technology pioneer experts have explained their definition based on their research, because everyone has their own critical thinking, own research area. So they use their research skills to explain and to define the IoT. For instance, you can see the first line, the ultimate goal of IoT is to automate your digital lifestyle. This line is itself is saying that it is said by some business person. So this is defined by an expert business tycoon. The other definition is given by the IEEE. So when you do Google and find out the definitions, you can get so many definitions, but all those definitions have the one purpose: to share data, to consume data, to exchange, to automate without human intervention. They all have one objective: data sharing, data consumption, data generation without human intervention. They don't want to put their time and efforts in doing the complex task, laborious task. That's why they need technology and make use their time for other purpose. So in this way, experts have defined their own definitions and their own way to express what is IoT. And I have already said that means IoT, the three elements you always remember: internet, intelligence, and the sense. Now, you already understand what is the IoT. Now, you can easily remember it. If not, then simply you have devices you want to connect with, and you need some technology. But I am showing how it came existence. In 1999, Kelvin Astron coined this term, IoT. He was working in the Procter and Gamble, and he has the duty within the supply chain management. And we all know the supply chain management has one objective, that is to track good and track the other materials and something like that. He was working in there and he saw that the department was using RFID chips. Do you know what is the use of that chips? These chips are the low power chips, and it is used to establish communication and to track things. That time, the department was using that chips to track the goods and other things, because supply chain management, so they easily want to, they need to track some goods whether they are going in the right place or not. So when the chemist saw that these chips are using for tracking the goods, so why not we can create a system to connect the devices and objects through the internet and in the physical worlds. With this thought, he coined this term Internet of Things. Means you have to connect the devices with the help of internet, and it is possible. In this way, the IoT came into the existence, and there was no expert. Kevin was working in the Procter and Gamble and working in the supply chain management. Now, we understand that in 1999 this was coined. But the fact is that next decade, like 10 to 15 years, there was no significant growth happened in the IoT development. That means it was happening just like a very slow process. But the actual growth started in the 2014. Before that, you never heard about the IoT and something else. In 2014, the companies, you know about the phones, wire, these are the experts in the business. These companies started researching about the IoT. They published the articles, they published their reports based on the research that is development is possible in the IoT with the help of other technologies. So after 2014, the actual development started, and there are so many predictions happened, and as of now, $4.1 billion market is expected by 2025, IoT market, because at this moment I think a billion devices have already developed, and in the future it will happen continuously. So actually started from after the 2014, after 15 years, it happened 1999, but happened the actual development started 2014. So the next topic is things. You were wondering that Internet of Things, we are saying IoT, but what's the meaning of the things? Because you are already using the diverse devices, not only the single devices, you are using the wearable, fitness tracker, smartphone, and all these are the different devices. So let's understand the actual meaning of the things. Things are nothing but the objects, and you know, because you already the students and you already know about What is the meaning of the entity? You are studying, I think, I don't know which classes you are, but what is the meaning of the entity? I think we had heard in the second or first semester. See, when we are learning C and C++, we understand what is the meaning of the entity. Can someone explain what is the entity? What is the meaning of the entity? We learn when we start programming, because the IoT, that is, if you want to go in the development, you must know about the programming language, and the programming language starts with the concepts of the entity. Any real objects, any real devices are the entities. So things are nothing but the objects. It could be physical, it could be virtual, it could be digital, anything that could be connected through the internet. That are the entities. And without understanding an entity, you can't develop any software. So if you want to go in the development field, you must know about what is the meaning of the entities. So in simple words, the things are nothing but the real entities, and you can range it into the different segments like the physical, virtual, digital, and virtual. And let me give the examples. I have already mentioned the computer, the machines, the watches, the curtains, the door, the smart security camera. These are all the devices. These are nothing but the real entity, and you could connect it with the internet. So these are the things, and this is the main concept of the IoT. So whenever someone asks what is the things in the IoT, you can say in simple words, these are the real entities. And based on the industry, based on our need, we can change it. And now, since we understand these are the entities, and to develop the IoT devices, we need to understand some specific properties and the features which are making it possible to create and to develop the different devices. And there are 5 features that must be present in the device, IoT device things. The first, I'm just using my randomly. The first should be identification. When you are in school or when you are in college, what is the one thing that is unique to you? Your roll number, your university number. What is your identity? That is in the college. You must have unique roll number, you must have unique enrollment number. The same concept has been applied to the things. Everything must have a unique identifier. Why? Because to establish a real, reliable communication, to ensure the authenticity of the person. You check whenever you receive some call from the unknown number. What you do? Most often we check those identity on the true caller. Why? To check, cross-check whether it is authentic or not. The same thing, because IoTs, we are using it in our real life. So definitely we must ensure that it should be reliable. So first, there should be identified that, and there are different things which we can use to identify particular thing. For instance, electronic tag or the hardcore number or printed label. These are the different versions that could be used to identify, to give a unique identifier to particular thing. So first, always remember, each thing must have a unique identifier, just like you have a single university roll number, enrollment number. The second, tracking. Do you know you are already using the tracking? You are using the Google Map to track and WhatsApp to locate, to track your particular location. The things we need, things must be possess the tracking feature. And for this, we can use the geolocation devices, and it could be embedded in the devices. So thing must also possess the feature of the tracking. Without tracking, we can't access or we can't use the devices. So whenever the IoT devices or the IoT projects have been designed and developed, so developer use the different and mostly he use the geometrical devices. And the third is sensing. The another element of the IoT is the sensor. To provide the Alexa, what is the Alexa? Use the Alexa, the smartwatch. They use their data, but how they use? They have embedded the sensors, and there are numerous sensors are available that could be used to acquire the real data according to your surroundings, according to real environment. For instance, if you are going for a walk, so you can use the fitness tracker and you just what you do. You start your phone, that means you are starting and now and you finish it. So they are acquiring your real data, and for these sensors are embedded into the devices. So the third property, it must be sensing. Now you identify, you are enabled with the tracking, you are enabled with the acquiring data. The fourth process, without automation, how do you generate the output? So the fourth must be process. So developer use the different types of protocols, standards, programming languages to establish the processing or the intelligence feature. Mostly the plug and play feature has been used for this. Now the fifth one is controlling. Definitely when we are using some things or the objects, we want that it should be controlled. Security camera, so we can easily control it through our own mobile phone or other gadgets. So things must also possess the property of the acquisition or the remote control. So anything that are used to develop IoT devices or IoT projects, these five properties must be present in those things. So now definitely these things is clear what is the meaning of the things in the IoT, because the word itself is saying everything. So now let's move. I already told that things is like a variable. Do you know the difference between the variable and the, what is the meaning? Why we use variable programming language? Variables, that means we can change the data. It could not be static. Similarly, the same concept, you just think that means you need to replace things with different objects. Like if you are creating an application for your building, so the environment has been changed. If you are creating the application for the healthcare, the things are changed. So as per the need, as per the requirement, you can replace the things. That's why researchers, the experts use the different names for the IoT. So till date, there are so many examples exist. They have given the name to the IoT just because of the things, because it is replaceable and you can easily change it. For instance, agents of things. Giving you a simple example of agents. Robots we are using it. So robots are agents of things. Basically is the application of the robots where we are developing an application that automatically perform each and everything. Mostly robots have been used in the, as of now it is used in the healthcare, in the industry application, and I think patient care. So and the latest application is the healthcare, but earlier it actually started in the industries, and that's why industry 4.0 we also call it IoT, or the other name is the smart factory, industry 4.0, and internet IoT was used to replace the laboratory's work. So and they saw that the humans were taking a lot of time and it was very dangerous to carry the heavy boxes and the other things. So they thought, why not replace those things with the devices that automatically perform everything. They don't need any human. So that's why in this way we can say agent of things or the IoT, industrial IoT comes. So always remember, you can change the things as per your requirement, as per your industry. So that's why these are the different names have in existence. Now we already learned that what is IoT and the meaning and the concept. But the next question, reasons. Why do we need IoT? Why do we need technology? Why we are using technology? Why we are using technology?
To make our lives easier.
To make life easier, but also life is how the life makes easy. When we do things automatically, when the automations exist, when the digitization, when the monitoring, and each and everything happens, efficiency, productivity, these are the common things and the process that are making our life easy. For instance, a home, like in the home, you are not aware who are coming and who are going in the college itself. So we need a device that monitor each and every activity, each and human person, that means who are coming, who are going, who are anyone who are doing something with the other things that are available on the building. So we need devices. So first is the monitoring. The another cost and the automation. I already told that the few years back when the industrial IoT were not developed, so they need an application, they need devices that reduce the laborious work which is dangerous for the human being. That means their lives were not easy. So for these two, they need some devices and the projects. So second is automation. And when the automations are happen, then it automatically reduces our time and our cost. Another application. When most of the time you forget to turn off lights when you are in the hotel, not in home, but most of the time it happens when we forget to turn off our lights and the fans in the hotel. So when it was happening, then they thought that it is increasing the cost and the other operations. When these things happen, these problems happen, so developers thought, why not develop our devices and to increase this efficiency. So they developed the smart doorbell and the smart systems, smart door, and now it automatically turn off camera whenever you come out from the rooms. So what is the purpose? To increase the efficiency, to reduce their operational cost and increase the productivity and boost the performance, so they can use those costs in the other operations. I have mentioned the quality of life. In the last few years, 2 years already you have spent in the home, and now we are thinking that definitely we are taking care of our own self. We want health is our own priority. Besides, in the macro cities, there is a huge traffic. Don't want to spend their precious time to try to go some medical, to go in the hospital and check their health issue. So we have the devices through which we can easily check out our own health. You are using, that means we have that. Now, do you need to go for a medical checkup for in a hospital? No, you can do online consultation. So these are things which are improving your lifestyle and your health. So there are different devices and the applications exist to improve your quality of life. So these are the reasons that are causing the rise of technologies in every industry. Now you understand, and these reasons are itself are the advantage that I cover in single technology can't do everything. We need some other technologies. The same concept apply in here. The IoT is the integration of other technologies, and these are the common and these are the standard technologies that are driving IoT and that are making it buzzword around us. The sensors, network, standards, augmented intelligence. You know about the augmented intelligence. Definitely you must. Metaverse. Can someone tell me about the metaverse?
It's like a virtual game. It exists in the internet, and we can connect to it with a set of VR in the internet. We can meet people from around the world, hearing weird stuff.
So, in simple, what we can say, the metaverse is the outcome of the AR and the VR, augmented intelligence and the virtual intelligence, and they are creating a virtual environment where people can interact with each other virtually, but they feel like they are interacting with real. So, metaverse is also is happening with the help of the augmented intelligence AR, VR. So these technologies are also supporting the IoT. They are supporting IoT to develop the different types of projects. Cloud computing, big data analytics. So these are the standard technologies that we need to use if we want to create or develop our own projects. So these are the driving technologies. Now, what are the features that are attracting the developers, that are attracting the business icons, that that means even the non-technical, that means the people who don't have technical knowledge, they are starting their own company, their own IoT company and providing the IoT projects. They don't need any technical knowledge. Why? Because of the features that are grabbing their attentions. So these are the important features like interconnectivity. I already told that means from the initial IoT that interconnecting the devices with the help of internet. So it is permitting you can connect any devices. You can connect your smart TV and your phone, smart refrigerator, smart toaster. Thousands of examples are there. So it is making it possible to interconnect any device or the human. Safety, obviously, that means I already told that the things must have the unique identifier. So it is ensuring the security of your data. They have the different security protocols and the standards to embed the security features. Quality and the energy. Yeah, definitely it is improving the quality of the life. It is giving the exact outcomes and safety, heterogeneous. Why we are using heterogeneous? IoT is making it possible to connect two different devices. That is not necessary that you connect two similar objects or two similar things. You can connect two diverse objects. Like you are connecting TV and you are connecting smartphones. Those are the different. So heterogeneous is also possible. You are connecting, that means if I am saying about, if I take the example of the smart home, so you can connect your phone and you can also control your curtain. So both are related? No. So heterogeneous is also possible. So these are the examples. Scalability is also possible. That means whenever we are investing in IoT or we are creating an application or devices, so we first think that whether in future it is scalable or not, because the data has been rising and technology has been rising. So definitely we need an application which could be scalable in the near future. So IoT permits you to scale as per your requirement, as per your need. So heterogeneous, interconnectivity, safety and quality, these are the common features and the attributes that are grabbing the attentions of the business leaders and the experts and the researchers, and that are making it popular. explained why we need the technology. So those reasons are, always remember that reasons and the features are interlinked with each other. When we are using, definitely we have some reason and we consider the benefits. For example, when you are using a smartphone, so what you check, that means you first check whether how many benefits you are getting. You focus, a customer always focus on the benefits, not the reasons. So I already explained the reasons that automatically leads to the advantage. Automation, communication, monitoring. I already shared the different examples that are helping us and that are making our life easy in the personal and the professional life. Information, improve quality of life. Let me give you another example of the decision making. You know that the Amazon or the other feature, how they are providing a good that means customization and the personalization, because they are acquiring the real data. And always remember, a data-based decision always gives the benefits. So how we get those data? IoT is making it possible to acquire the real data and the huge amount of data. So experts, the companies are hiring the experts, they are trying to get the real data from the customers and use it to make the effective, lucrative decision for themselves. And those will benefit not only the customers but also benefit them. So decision making is also a good reason to understand that technologies are making it possible. So these are the advantages. Obviously, we already know that every coin has two sides. If one is positive, so there are some dark side also. If these are the advantages, there are some disadvantages. The first is the security. I am saying that at one side it is providing security, but another side it is also causing some security issues because the developments are happening continuously and we can't say, and at the same time developer are putting the security feature, at the another side hackers are using other features to track the data. So both are working at their own speed. So security issue at one side is an advantage and another side it is also an issue. That's why I said it is a dilemma. But if we see the advantage, then those drawback is nothing. You can easily take care by developing any devices and by using it. But it's depending on you, how do you provide your data to the devices. Compatibility. Obviously, sometimes compatibility issues happen because when you are using different programming language, different platforms, so it might possible that compatibility, interoperability issues happen, but yeah, it could be taken care. And the most important, you are depending your life decisions, your each and everything depend on your technology, and it is causing mental and the physical health issues. High reliance on the technology is causing the issue. The people are unable to think properly. That means I have seen that critical thinking is they are not able to take the proper decisions and something like that. So high reliance on technology is causing the issue. So don't share your everything. Share the data which is needed. That is the recommendation. And the complexity, complexities also happen because, let me share example that there is one application, for instance, a medical application that is IoT based and which is installed and the two persons are using the same application. And they receive the same a message that the particular medicines has expired. At the same time, when they receive message, they both brought the medicine, okay, because they receive the messages on their own devices. Now, what will happen? Since they purchase medicines already, so the first the loss, the budget, the cost, and the second it is increasing the complexity. So these are the simple examples. So complexity is also possible when you are using the IoT devices. But I always say in front of the advantage, disadvantages, nothing if we are putting our efforts and we are doing it in a proper way. Now we already these are the basic concept of the IoT. What is the meaning? What is how it came into existence? Why do we need advantage? Obviously, you are here, so don't think that you are spending your time. You just think that you are investing your time, because the word investment is itself creates energy that okay, it is an investment. Definitely, you get something in the return. And when you use the word spend, then definitely, oh, it's spent, you will not get anything. So replace the word spend with the word investment. Now, the main application area. IoT is creating the possibilities and already have created billions of applications in different areas. It's not related to the personal, it's related to the different business industries, healthcare, wearable, smart city, and education, transportation, agriculture, industries. These are the broad application, broad business industries where IoT has developed, not the devices or big projects. So what's the difference between the projects IoT and the devices? A smart city is not in single IoT devices, it is an interconnection of the different intelligent IoT devices. I'll share the example, and I have already shared one statistics that are saying that by 2025, the role of IoT would be $13 trillion. So this data is enough that the rise of technology is changing everything. I told that smart city is a big IoT project and it is connecting intelligent IoT projects. You can see smart transportation, smart traffic system, smart water management system, and smart government. Everything is smart. That means there is no need of human. Every devices, every intelligent systems are doing their own work. And in the world, do you know which is the smart city? Can someone know? Which is the smart city around the world? Singapore. Singapore is the first smart city which has created a complete smart city. Each and everything, that means if you divide the city and you just think the common elements that people need, it's related to the health, it's related to the water management, traffic management, agriculture, each and building management, everything, they are doing it without human intervention. And the first one is the Singapore. So this is the application smart city. And I already told the smart home. Smart home, in the home, what are the common appliances that we are using? Common appliances: TV, refrigerator, speaker, phones, toasters, and the curtains, security camera, fans. These are the appliances, and we are making it smart and connecting it and making a complete smart home system. So these are the projects. So what is the objective? To make a home automated. You don't need anything, everything will be done by the intelligent system. These are the examples you can use. You need only one mobile phone and you can access each and every appliances. You can easily control it. The smart parking system is another IoT project, and it's not an IoT devices, it's an integration of different intelligent devices. Let me share. The smart parking system, you have to just use your phone, check the particular area whether the space is available or not, and you can just keep park your vehicle. So these are the applications. Let me share one example of the smart home. Do you know the Zuckerberg, Mark Zuckerberg? He has created his own personal home automation, Jarvis. The name of the home automation is the Jarvis. And he is still using that home automation. So these are the application, and if we discuss them, it will take a long session. So with this thought, I am finishing my seminar, and in the last line, I want to share that the technologies has been changing each and everything, and we should also adopt it, but do it wisely. Don't over depend on yourself. Do your own critical thinking and use it wisely for the good result. So IoT is also a good technology, and there are thousands of future opportunity. And remember that you don't need, if you are not a BTech or B engineering student, you can't do, you can also establish your own company and start your work. Javier is an example, a person who had started this company. He had no knowledge about the IoT, but he had already started it. So it is making, IoT is making the changes, and definitely there is a huge scope in this field, numerous opportunity. So you should have to adopt it. With this thought, I am closing my presentation. If you have doubt, you can ask me. Thank you.
Any queries is there?
Yeah, sure.
What is the difference between web of things and wisdom web of things?
Wisdom, I told that wisdom and the web of things, that experts have created replace the things. When they replace the things with the web, that means interconnectivity, and the wisdom means they have, the person who had brought this term has used the critical thinking, and the web means interconnectivity. So with this thought, they have created different IoT, web IoT and the wisdom IoT.
One second question is that in security issues, like we use artificial intelligence and its code, and the second thing is that we use TCP or UDP protocols between them.
Okay.
So,
yeah, please continue.
in that open system, the data is not encrypted. So it is vulnerable for hackers. So as a non-computer background, like I have the computer background, but for a non-computer background, how the precaution measures can be taken to ignore the threat?
Okay, yeah, let me. Okay, I am telling you that the IoT there are different protocols have been used while developing IoT. It's not the TCP or UDP. There are advanced version of the standard protocols, standard security protocols have been used. And as of now, there is no specific standards. There are two different types of standards used. One is the technical, and the one is the standard the one is the technical standard, which provides the standard guidelines and the rules and application to follow while developing it. So if I tell you the names of the protocols, so you will not aware. So there are advanced protocols, security protocols that provide the 2-layer, 3-layer authentication while developing it. So they ensure the security. So
as a non-computer background.
Yeah, so why you need that means what I prefer, that means if you don't have the background, what we do? We must have to outsource. We must have to outsource the security experts and the developer and provide the guidelines that you have to use those guidelines while developing it. Okay, so if you are non-background, the first solution, outsource. Don't depend, don't think that you can do each and everything. For instance, if I am not doing the development, I hire someone who is expert in that field and do ask that, enable that feature on that particular device.
What are the advanced protocols, like what are the names?
And QQ, and just let me share the example. There are so many, I think around 10 to 12 protocols have been used, and QQ, and the technologies, the ZigBee and the Wi-Fi. So these are the examples of the protocol. I'll share with a book so you can have a look. Technical information I did not share today because it's a new term, and if I go with that, then definitely you will forget everything. That's why today I just share with you the basic concept. Okay, in case I'll share with some. Okay, in the future. With this, anyone? Yeah, sure.
With the IoT industry growing, the other industry are supporting it with it. Let's say with the increase of IoT, there is an increase of security risks. So the cyber security industry grows with it. What will be the other examples of it?
National intelligence services are adopting the IoT, and in the future, that means they have already seen the applications in the different area. Now they have seen that the security is possible. That means I told that security is one side it is a feature, at one side it is a drawback. But what national international intelligence services have already planned that if it is possible, they will use it for the security surveillance for the near future. So these are the main examples. I have already pointed it. Okay, that means in the book, I have already researched that it is possible that if the international intelligence services are planning to use IoT, so you can understand that security is possible if we are taking care of it. Okay.
And what will the other industries that support IoT? Like
healthcare, retail, education, and agriculture. I am giving you the example of the livestock.
And they say, what will the new industry that come up with IoT?
New industry.
Like, let's say, cybersecurity is a new thing.
No, it's not new cybersecurity.
I mean, it is hot with the IoT. What else would
cyber security is a CPS. In simple terms, it is called the CPS. It's a short CPS. So CPS is already embedded with the industry 4.0 and already developed with thousands of applications. And if we talk about the new industry, then the example is the intelligence services. Because till date, I think there are no applications. They are planning and they are doing it. And the other industries like the retail, healthcare, agriculture, education, transportation, government, they have already adopted it. Trillions of devices already developed. But in the intelligence services, in the intelligence field, they are doing it. That means it is in the planning process, in the development phase. It is not developed till date. They are in the, so this is the new field. And cyber security, that is already developed. Okay. One more time. So with this thought, I am closing it. Okay, hope you have time.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Now I would like to call Mr. Manish Sahu sir to please come and present the momentum to the ma'am.
I want to give something, sir. Actually, I want to give it to the university.
Okay.
Actually, in the library, if it is possible.
Yes, no problem.
Okay.
You need to manage something.
Okay, sir. Actually, this is the book that I have written that I want to give it, and I request that you can keep it in the library. So this is the IoT book. This is the growth hacking book too, and it's not like personal growth, but definitely it has. You can find hundreds of proven technology, proven we can say strategies and the tools and technique to grow yourself, and to grow your business and anything. So it's an integration of the skill set, mindset, and the tool set. So definitely, if you have time, just go to library and check. Okay. I have also written one chapter in this book. Okay. Yeah, just Vishal.
like to call Mr. Manish Rao sir to please come and give vote of thanks and end the program with end note.
On behalf of CAC department, I take this opportunity to propose vote of thanks. I thank to our today's chief guest and resource person, Ms. Vibha Soni ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for enlightening with your knowledge and presence. We are also thankful to our honorable Vice Chancellor sir, Registrar sir, Deputy Registrar sir, Dean ma'am, Dr. Silpi Devangan, and Dr. Sandeep Srivastava sir. A special thanks to our organizing committee, teaching and non-teaching staffs for support and coordination. And thanks to students and active participants. Thank you everyone.
ये बुक आपकी लाइब्रेरी में अवेलेबल रहेगी, इसको भी पढ़ना होगा वहाँ से लेके पढ़ सकते हैं।
थोड़ा देर आप लोग 5 मिनट बैठ जाएंगे।
कुछ खाने को नहीं मिल रहा है।
हाँ